I'm at a point in my life, like, we all grew up in the streets.
Okay, so.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday, cuz. Happy birthday.
Meek might have thought the whole Diddy situation was buried, but his ex just came forward with details that hit way harder than anyone expected. And the way she describes those nights Meek spent around Diddy, it paints a way different picture than what Meek's been selling. And you've been following Diddy's saga from day one. The LN, you already know the empire he was running wasn't a regular celebrity circle. Even after he beat those RICO charges and got 4 years on 2 counts out of the 5, the streets didn't fall quiet. If anything, they got louder. Once Diddy went down, everyone who ever stood next to him started getting their names dragged back into the light. Folks who used to swear they just came for the vibes suddenly acted like they had never been in the same room. But the streets remember, and one name that keeps spinning back is Meek Mill. Yeah, Meek. The same Meek who used to roll with Diddy heavy was part of his inside circle, then switched up real quick once things got hot. And let's not lie, people have been whispering about the way Diddy treated Meek. Allegedly, he was his favorite boy toy. Meek didn't deny anything back then, didn't distance himself, didn't push back, not until Diddy got hit with them RICO case. That's when suddenly Meek was online trying to rewrite history. He jumped on X, talking tough, trying to convince folks he wasn't involved in anything Diddy did. Meek went loud, tweeting, "My voice is so powerful as a black man from the ghetto worldwide, they want it gone. I'm a real king, straight out the trenches under control of no human." Strong words, but the street took it as him trying to separate himself early, like he knew something bigger was coming. Then, when Diddy finally got hit with that 4-year sentence, Meek doubled down, started denying any connection to the misconduct accusations, claimed he never took part in whatever people said was happening at those private parties, even complained that blogs were amplifying rumors just to drag his name. He kept repeating that he was never involved in anything inappropriate, that he wasn't part of the behavior being described, that folks were twisting his name into the narrative. But the problem was, the receipts were saying something else entirely. Anybody who remembers that 27th birthday party Diddy threw for Meek knows the vibes were different. Diddy rented out the Parisian Palace in Vegas, a luxury mansion, for $25,000, 3 days after Meek's real birthday. On the same weekend, Mayweather was fighting Madonna, so the whole entertainment world was in the city. A-listers everywhere, perfect timing. Diddy made sure Meek was front and center, matching outfits, coordinated entrances. Diddy made sure every detail was perfect, from lingerie-clad dancers walking around like pawns, a naked chick laid out as a sushi platter, covered in nothing but see-through vinyl. You can't make this up.
Happy birthday, cuz. Happy birthday.
You don't do all that for just anybody. That wasn't a birthday party. That was a statement, a signal, a way of saying, this one of mine. People who were there described the place like a chaotic movie set, high energy, wild behavior. And when the night ended, around 3 a.m., the property manager, Jason Haight, talked about the place being trashed, broken bottles, used condoms, blood on beddings, and even half an ounce of nose candy scattered around the mansion. That's also where that audio surfaced, the one that blew up the internet. No explicit details needed, just know it had Meek and Diddy in a compromising position we can't describe here.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait, ha!
Meek instantly tried to shut it down, calling it fake, saying it was AI, saying bots were being used to destroy his image. But even then, people weren't buying it. Too many details, too specific, and word circulated that somebody from inside that party, a bodyguard, claimed he recorded the audio himself.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like.
That's when Jaguar Wright threw gasoline on the fire. She said Nicki Minaj, Meek's ex, was behind the leak, paid the bodyguard, set the whole thing up.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was real. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy.
But now that Diddy out there, why not?
Wild claim, right? Except Nicki later went on a podcast and casually joked that Meek loves controversy and wasn't bothered by the leaked audio, and that made people tilt their heads.
Okay, so
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then remember when DJ Academics jumped in, said that in Rodney Lil Rod Jones' lawsuit, a Philadelphia rapper was mentioned, one who dated Nicki Minaj. Only one name fits that description, Meek Mill.
We got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name, but there was a
Said
footnote.
A Philly rapper who used to
redacted
date
the name.
Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Duh, who
Yeah.
is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless
So-
there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about, it's obviously Meek Mill.
And Meek lost it, threatened to unalive Academics.
He says, I'm gonna kill you, Academics, and what I'm gonna do is, he says, first things first, he says, someone send me Academics' address.
But he said, I'll die to shut you down.
Yeah, then he says, I'm going to die to do it.
Dude got so emotional online, even talked about offering $100,000 for an investigation, which he never followed up on. Not a single receipt, not a single update, just tweets. People started noticing the pattern. The more Meek denied, the louder he got. And the louder he got, the guiltier the internet thought he looked. Then it got even messier when Justin Combs reacted to a clip of Meek clowning Diddy during his downfall, saying he part of the No Diddy gang.
Yo, Sal, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this real life.
Real life.
Yeah. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that Meek. Yeah, Meek.
Justin just commented it, shaking my head, with a facepalm emoji, because he remembered how close Meek and his dad used to be. Everybody remembered. Then the old clips resurfaced, the ones where Diddy jokingly called Meek daddy, all pushing the weird energy narrative, the type of vibe that made people raise eyebrows.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
So when you put all this together, the denials, the emotional tweets, the Vegas party, the leaked audio, the lawsuits, the jokes, the reactions, the way Meek instantly switched his sides, it painted a picture that didn't match the story Meek was selling. And after months of pushing back, Meek finally cracked and changed his story. He admitted he partied with Diddy in some of those wild, fueled environments, but said he avoided all the questionable stuff, said he kept his distance. And that's when the streets asked the real question: which story does Meek want people to believe? Because you can't go from I was never there to okay, yeah, I was there, saw some stuff, but wasn't involved. And now, with Diddy sitting behind bars and more names rumored to drop as investigators dig into past footage, the spotlight swung right back to everyone who ever stood close, including Meek. The streets are watching him real close now. So what's the real story here? Was Meek just trying to protect his image, or was he really riding close with Diddy all along? Did he witness everything but stay clean, or hiding more than he admits? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're riding with unfiltered heat, don't just scroll, lock in, tap like, subscribe, and keep it rolling with the next jaw dropper loading up now.